So I'm currently behind the wheel of the 2024 Mazda MX-5 Miata in the Grand Touring trim, and I'm going to take some time to go through the interior of this thing. So starting as I normally do from left to right, over on the left you've got your window switch right here, you've got your door locks, you've got your rear mirror adjust toggle knob right here, you got your door latch right here. To the right of that, you got a little keypad of buttons. So you have traction control off button right here. You have a button for the, the brake sensors around the vehicle, as well as automatic headlights right here. Moving to the gauge cluster. So it is two analog gauges on the right, and then on the left, this gauge is basically a digital screen, which can be cycled through multiple screens and options. So you can, I'll showcase on the steering wheel how I'm doing this, but you got trip A, trip B, like a lane assist option, option with the gauges of the vehicle, compass, miles that you have left on the tank, and then back to trip A. So on the center, you see the gear that is currently initiated. It says P, and then you got a sport symbol right there. So the vehicle has a sport mode, which I'll showcase on the center console how to enable it, but it'll display right there when you're in the sport mode. Moving back to the steering wheel, how I was adjusting the different info options right there is literally this info button right here. So pushing that will cycle you through the different options on that screen. You also have volume controls right here, tuner knob, talk buttons for your phone, and just to talk to the vehicle as well. Over on the right, you have cruise control options as well. On the back of the steering wheel, you can select your own gears, so down and up gears should you wish. Give you a better look at the steering wheel. Behind the steering wheel is the engine start stop button right here. And then you have the infotainment display. So right now I have it kind of on a fuel efficiency screen, but just gonna go to home right now. I really like Mazda's infotainment because it's very simple. Just a couple of different options. Starting at the top, you have the information screen. So clicking in there, you have the fuel efficiency monitor, which I just had up, vehicle status monitor as well. I'll go back to home. You have entertainment, whatever you're listening to, communication, basically your phone gets connected, navigation. You click that, it should basically show you where you are, obviously. Currently in industrial park. Settings, you can adjust basically everything. So in-vehicle displays, whatever options, brightness, contrast, things like that. Sound settings, everything you can change. Safety settings, driver assistance system, safety alerts, collision avoidance, you name it, you can adjust it. Vehicle settings, doors, exterior lighting, interior lighting, rain sensing wipers, turn signals, connectivity settings, obviously for your Bluetooth and other devices, Alexa settings, system settings, you name it, you can pretty much change it. You also have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay options. Once you connect your phone, you kind of have another bubble that you can pop out to the right as well. Coming down from there, you have a hazard button right here. You have one vent solo in the center. Then you have some HVAC knobs. So over on the left, you got basically what temperature you want. You got fan control in the center, and then just where you want to direct it all the way to the right. From there and kind of down and diagonal, you have the switch for the roof. So up top, well, you can kind of see that it showcases if it is down or up. So just based on these little silhouettes, so that flicking it up will lower the roof, flicking it down will raise the roof. To the right of that, you have heated seats for both the driver and passenger. I currently have it illuminated in one level for myself, but you have 3 levels for both driver and passenger. Right here, there is an SD card for maps and operating system. You have some USB-C plugs right here. You got kind of a cubby space right here. It basically fits a phone. As you can see, displayed by my hand. Also kind of swoops like an L in front of those USB options. You've got your gear lever right here. How you utilize it is pushing it on the top, and you can go whatever gear you want. Once you're in drive, you can also knock it over and shift your gears here if you don't want to do it on the back of the steering wheel. Right behind that gear lever, you have the sport switch, basically. Just one drive mode, and it is sport. So up is sport, toggling it down, turns off sport. So that's basically how I turned on sport up on the gauge cluster. You have a nice parking brake grab handle right here, so it kind of lives on the side, and then you can yank it. You have a removable cup holder on the passenger side right here. And coming back from all that, you have the toggle for the infotainment system. So you have kind of some favorite buttons such as the music, navigation. You got a home, favorites button, a back button, volume knob right here. You can also turn off volume as well, but this is basically you push down and swivel this around and it controls everything on the infotainment screen. You got a very small armrest cubbyhole spot. You got some spots where you can put coins if you wish. This basically probably won't even hold a cell phone, so I would say probably if you have the key to your Mazda MX-5, probably 4 of those keys deep and maybe, you know, sideways 2 of them, just giving you some kind of measurement. Then you have another cup holder that is removable right here. You have a lock glove box right here, currently holding the manual to the vehicle. It is obviously a sunroof, so there is no back seat, but you kind of have, you know, everything that you're used to. Going to the passenger side, it's kind of the look of the door, look of the seats. Obviously, there's no real lighting options. The sunroof will come down and kind of clip itself here, but you have kind of just a light switch here. You got your rear view mirror. That is pretty much the interior of the 2024 Mazda MX-5 Miata in the Grand Touring trim. If there is an option that I didn't go in depth enough on and you have some questions, be sure to leave it in the comments below. I'm finding a lot of my videos are getting a second life in the used car market. So if you come across this 2024 Mazda MX-5 and you are buying it 2, 3, maybe even next year from now, don't feel like your questions are stupid or anyway. A lot of these cars, when you buy them used, don't have the manual, so there might be like a question like, what does this button do? So don't feel like any question is too stupid to ask years down the line, because your vehicle's new to you. So it's good to reach out, and if I can help you figure out what kind of options you have for your vehicle and you just want to know what they do, I'm happy to help where I can. But other than that, thanks for watching.